You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now is 8 o'clock, time for another hour of the great music that came out in the 1960s with the 60s Nostalgia Show. The 60s Nostalgia Show is kindly sponsored by Collar and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. Collar and Stevens are electrical contractors, whether that be private or commercial, and they also dab hands around farms as well. So if you've got a problem or you're looking for some advice, just give them a ring and they'll be around to help you out straight away. During the week I got a nice surprise in the mail. John and Raywin, who are regular listeners to the show over in Chester in the UK, had sent me some clippings from press articles coming out in the UK, and they were really, really interesting. And thanks, Raywin and John, for thinking of me and sending them over. One of them was an article about 20 Forthland Road, which was the house of Paul McCartney, his father and his siblings, and that now is owned by the National Trust, but it also jogged my memory, and I thought, well, Paul McCartney would have been living in this house 60 years ago when the Beatles were just starting to crank things up. So I thought, wonder what he was doing 60 years ago today. So I patrolled through my Beatles books and found out, in fact, 60 years ago today, the Beatles were performing at the Cavern Club in Liverpool, having performed at the Tower Ballroom in New Brighton the day before. And I also looked somewhere else to get some key dates for the Beatles, because from now onwards, and particularly in 1963, they were becoming increasingly popular. So there'll be a whole lot of memorable 60th milestones coming up for the Beatles. So I had a quick look to see what was happening around about this time 60 years ago with the Beatles. And in fact, on the 6th of June, they auditioned for EMI Records in Abbey Road and were formally offered a record deal. A few milestones next month that I'll mention now, because I'll probably forget to mention when I should do. On the 13th of August, Ringo was invited to join the Beatles and accepts, and his first performance was on the 18th of August at Hume Hall in Port Sunlight, Birkenhead. And you'll know that, no doubt, John. Birkenhead, if I remember correctly, is across the other side of the Mersey River to the CBD of Liverpool. And between that, on the 16th, Pete Best was sacked as the Beatles' drummer. So I also thought it'd be quite interesting to dedicate a program to the Mersey sound. So I've brought down a whole lot of Mersey artists, and I was really organised and prepared, and I actually wrote out a running list, which was going to be very helpful, but I left it at home, so I have to rely on my memory. First off, we're not going to feature the Beatles. We're going to feature the group that was the first Liverpool group to reach number one in the UK, and it's also a group that put out that magic song, which is now an anthem for the Liverpool Football Club and Liverpool in general, and also another milestone song, Ferry Cross the Mersey. So I think we'll start the program off with those two from Jerry and the Pacemakers.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of love. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk Life goes on day after day, hearts torn in every way. So ferry cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. People, they rush everywhere, each with their own secret care. So ferry cross the Mersey and always take me there, the place I love. People around every corner, they seem to smile and say, we don't care what your name is, boy, we'll never turn you away. So I'll continue to say, here I always always will stay. So ferry, cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay, here I'll stay.
Hope you enjoyed that, Raven and John, and just think you've got another 50 minutes to wallow in some Liverpool nostalgia. Those two songs, I think, probably illustrate why perhaps the Mersey beat and the Mersey bands were not only so good but so popular, because they could sing anything from ballads, quiet songs, to real rockers.
Baby, won't you walk with me? Come on, pretty baby, won't you talk with me? Come on, pretty baby, give me one more chance. Try to save our romance, slow down. Baby, now you're moving way too fast. You gotta give me a little loving, give me a little loving. Ow! If you want our love to last. I used to walk you home, baby, after school, carry your books home too. But now you got a boyfriend down the street. Baby, what you trying to do? You better slow down. Baby, now you're moving way too fast. You gotta give me a little loving, give me a little loving, if you want our love to last.
The Beatles there, and Slow Down, the song first put out by the American artist called Larry Williams. Well, John's certainly on the ball over in the UK. Sent me a message, and he said the Tower Ballroom in New Brighton is no more, but Hume Hall in Port Sunlight or Birkenhead is still there, and they still have concerts there. And he says that his father saw Acapulco and his jazz band there years ago. He also said it's pouring with rain over in Chester, so that's probably good news, because you guys have had it fairly hot in the last few days.
Anyone who ever loved could look at me and know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed could look at me I dream of you. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? What am I to do? Every time you go away, I always say, this time it's goodbye, dear. Loving you the way I do, I take you back. Without you I'd die, dear. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? What am I to do? Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. Who couldn't be another heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue? Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Yeah. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms. I know you don't love me no more, no more, no more. And I don't wanna be hurted anymore, anymore. Oh yeah, I've loved so hard. Anything I did was no darn good. Since I can't love you, baby, I ain't gonna love at all. I know you don't love me no more, no
Two songs there from a couple of the leading female vocalists on the Mersey scene in the 1960s, of course, starting off with Cilla Black and Anyone Who Had a Heart. And we finished with a lady called Beryl Marsden and a song called I Know, which was a cover version of a hit in America for a lady called Barbara George. Beryl Marsden, no relation to Jerry Marsden of Jerry and the Pacemakers. Actually, that was just her stage name, real name, I think, from memory, was Beryl La Hogg. She later in the 60s moved to London and teamed up with Rod Stewart and a few others, and they formed the band called Steam Packet.
For goodness sake, I got the hippie hippie shakes. Yeah, I got the shakes. I got the hippie hippie shakes. Oh, I can't sit still with the hippie hippie shakes. Yeah, I feel now with the hippie hippie shakes. Yeah, it's in the bag. Oh, the hippie hippie shake. Well, now you shake it to the left, you shake it to the right, you do the hippie shake shake with all of your might, oh baby. Yeah, come on and shake. Oh, it's in the bag. Oh, the hippie hippie shake. Well, now you shake it to the left, you shake it to the right, you do the hippie shake shake with all of your might, oh baby. Yeah, come on and shake. Oh, it's in the bag. Oh, the hippie hippie shake. Oh, the hippie hippie shake. Oh, the hippie hippie shake.
The Swingin' Blue Jeans there and Hippie Hippie Shake, bringing the time to 22 and a half minutes after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical maestros down in Martinborough. The Swinging Blue Jeans were a huge band on the Liverpool scene. They had a few hit records but didn't really kick on, but they put out some great songs, and here's a cover version of Good Lovin'.
Let's have a little bit of rhythm. Woo! And a little bit
Oh, well, we'll listen to Jerry and the Pacemakers.
and a swinging bass guitar one time. And then you got cold rhythm and blues. So if your hands started clapping, fingers started popping, your feet start moving around. And if you start to swing and sway when the band starts to play, real cool and way out sounds. And if you get the can't help it when you can't sit down, feel like you gotta move around. Need a shot of rhythm and blues with just a little rock and roll on the side, just for good measure. Need a pair of dancing shoes with a lover by your side, then you know you're gonna have a lot of pleasure. Don't you worry about a thing. Start a dance and sing, and chills don't come up on you. And when the rhythm finally gets you and the beat hits you too, here's a thing for you to do. Come on, hey! I need a shot of rhythm and blues with just a little rock and roll on the side, just for good measure. Need a pair of dancing shoes with your lover by your side, then you know you're gonna have a lot of pleasure. Don't you worry about a thing. Start a dance and sing, and chills don't come up on you. And when the rhythm
get you and the beat hits you too. Here's a thing for you to do. Here's a thing for you to do. One time, get a shot of rhythm and blues. Hey! Rhythm and blues now.
Well, you can call that a bonus, a shot of a rhythm and blues, Jerry and the Pacemakers, and I think we'll put on Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas, and I'll try to find where the swinging blue jeans should be.
And if you're good, I'll give you candy and a quarter. If you're quiet, like you ought to be, and keep a secret with me. I wish they would go away, little children. Now why ain't you playing outside? I'm asking you, you can't fool me, 'cause I'm gonna know if you hide and try to peep. I'm gonna treat you to a movie. Stop your giggling, children, do be nice, like little sugars and spice. You saw me kissing your sister, you saw me holding her hand, but if you snitch to your mother, your father won't understand. I wish they would take a nap, little children. Now why don't you go bye-bye? Go anywhere, little children. I know you would go if you tried. Go up the stairs, me and your sister will go and say, how can I kiss her when I'm ready to? With little children like you around, I wonder what can I do around little children like you.
All right, I've managed to find the swinging blue jeans and also changed my mind about the song. And we're going to hear You're No Good, the song first put out a few years prior to that by Betty Everett.
Feeling better now that we're through. Feeling better 'cause I'm over you. I've learned my lesson, it left a scar, and now I see how you really are. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good. I'm gonna say it again, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good. Broke her heart, was gentle and true. I left the girl for someone like you. I beg for forgiveness on bended knee, but I wouldn't blame her if she said to me, you're no good, it's no good, it's no good, baby, it's no good. I'm gonna say it again, it's no good, it's no good, it's no good, baby, it's no good. No good. If she'll have me
good, baby, you're no good.
Oh, 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 I'm putting you down, baby, and I'm going away. Forget about you, baby, I'm leaving to stay. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Oh, baby, you're no good. Hey, 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 you're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good.
The Swingin' Blue Jeans and a song called You're No Good. And I suppose just at the moment we could dedicate that one to the All Blacks having lost the Test series to Ireland, and you've got to say that Ireland really deserved to have the success they had on the New Zealand tour. So congratulations to Ireland. And according to a little clip I saw somewhere, I think the Irish on Saturday night may have celebrated. There's a little clip of the Irish flanker Peter O'Mahony and Bundy Akai, and they have obviously had a few Guinnesses. They were talking to a police officer and then headed into somewhere, presumably another pub, and on the way old Bundy flogged someone's chicken from a KFC bag.
Sometimes I will, then again I think I won't. Sometimes I will, then again I think I won't. Sometimes I do, then again I think I don't. Well, I looked at my watch, it was 9:21. We had the rock and roll dance night with nothing but fun on the road. Reeling and a rocking, we were reeling and a rocking, oh, right till the break of dawn. Well, I looked at my watch, it was 9:32. There's nothing I'd rather do than dance with you here. Reeling and a rocking, reeling and a rocking, oh, right till the break of dawn. Well, I looked at my watch and to my surprise, I was dancing with a woman twice my size. And we're here, reeling and a rocking, reeling and a rocking, roll until the break of dawn.
That's a track from the band called The Big Three, which was also another a very popular band around Liverpool in 1962. They brought the time to 26 minutes to 9 o'clock here on Arrow FM. And next up we're going to have a track from a vocalist who was really, really popular in the UK pre-Beatlemania and also remained popular during Beatlemania as well, and unfortunately died at quite a young age from a heart condition he had basically since he was a kid. Talking about Billy Fury, and in 1961 he put out this song, Halfway to Paradise, and of course Billy Fury was from Liverpool.
hurts me so to know your heart's a treasure, and that my heart is forbidden to touch. So put your sweet lips close to my lips and tell me that's where they're gonna stay. Don't leave me halfway to paradise. So near, yet so far away. Whoa, 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 so near, yet so far away. So near, yet so
In this article about Paul McCartney's house and the photography in that article was actually by his younger brother Michael McCartney, who is a pretty gifted photographer. And back in the later 1960s, he founded a band called the Scaffold and went under the stage name of Mike McGear. And Scaffold had a couple of big hits, including this one, Lily the Pink.
We'll drink a drink to Lily the Pink, the Pink, the Pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Mr. Frears had sticky out ears, and it made him awful shy, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now he's learning how to fly. Brother Tony was known to be bony. He would never eat his meal, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now they move him round on wheels. We'll drink a drink to Lily the Pink, the Pink, the Pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Old Ebenezer thought he was Julius Caesar, and so they put him in a home where they gave him medicinal compound, and now he's Emperor of Rome. Johnny Hammer had a terrible sister, Sister's Hammer. He could hardly say a word, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now see, never heard. We'll drink a drink to Lily the Pink, the Pink, the Pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Auntie Millie ran willy-nilly when her legs they did recede, and so they rubbed on medicinal compound. Now they call her Millie B. Jennifer Eccles had terrible freckles, and the boys all called her names, but she changed with medicinal compound. Now he joins in all again. Drink a drink to Lily the Pink, the Pink, the Pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Lily the Pink, she turned to drink, she filled up with paraffin inside, and despite her medicinal compound, sadly Piccadilly died. Up to heaven, her soul ascended, all
Another big Mersey band was Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, and that was the band that Ringo was the drummer in before getting approached to become a Beatles. So I thought we'd play a Rory Storm and the Hurricanes song. This is from 1964, so Ringo had been departed from the band for a couple of years.
Twice. I got my own washing machine. What will I have now to keep me? I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America. They even make tea in America. The Beatles went out to America. Played with the shout in America. Everything's nice in America. Sugar and spice in America. I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America. What is called free in America? In America, lots of big stars in America. There's some of us in America. I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America. They even make tea in America. La 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 la. 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 La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
All right, one of the other big bands from Liverpool was the Searchers.
I took my troubles down to Madame Rue. You know that gypsy with the gold cap too. She's got a pad down a Pettiford and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna make it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took kissing everything inside. But when I kissed the cow down on 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything inside. But when I kissed that cloud down a 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9.
The Searchers bringing the time to 12 and a half minutes to 9 o'clock. And what we might do is just jump over the Welsh border, because the Welsh border is not all that far from Liverpool, certainly very close to Chester. And I thought we'd play a couple of songs, one from a dame and one from a sir.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch, such a cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin. His lies can't disguise what you feel. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves gold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want to. Why can't this crazy love be more? It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But if I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual to find that I'm in love with you. Oh, 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 oh.
Couple of songs there from a dame and a Sue, and of course they need no introduction. 7 minutes to 9 o'clock. Let's just see if we can squeeze in a couple more, and we're actually going to go to Manchester, which is also not very far from Liverpool, and hopefully we can fit in two songs from a couple of popular Manchester groups.
I try and I try, but I can't say goodbye. Feel so bad, baby, oh it hurts me when I think of how you love and desert me. I'm the broken-hearted toy you play with. I try, but I can't say goodbye. I know that it's wrong and I should be so strong, but the thought of you gone makes me want to hold on.
It started long ago in the Garden of Eden when Adam said to Eve, baby, you're for me. So come on, baby, let's start today. Come on, baby, let's play the game of love, love, la 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 love. Come on, baby, 'cause time is right. Love your daddy with game of love, 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 la 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 love, the game of love, baby, the game of love, la 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 la, the game of love, baby, the game of love, la 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 la, the game of love, baby.
Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders there, and the Game of Love. Just two groups, them and the Hollies, that were originally from Manchester. All right, that brings to a close another edition of the 60s Nostalgia Show, which has been kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down Angelica Street in Martinborough. And the program was the first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. Alright, I got myself sorted out, caught myself a little bit short. I got preoccupied in doing something else, but all is under control at the moment. We'll put on some commercial-free Kiwi music that'll take you right through until the next scheduled program. And meanwhile, we'll have a look at the weather forecast. And tonight, going to be a little bit chilly. It's going to get down to 9 degrees, and tomorrow another day with a top of 9 degrees. It's actually going to get down to 1 degree tonight. A few showers with southeasterlies easing on Sunday, a top of 10 showers with northeasterlies developing, and on Monday a low of 5, a top of 11 showers with northeasterlies. Alright, that's my lot for the week. I'll go home and hopefully warm myself up, because it's lovely and warm in the studio, but once I go outside I think it's going to be a few degrees chillier, so I'll go home, warm myself up and catch up with the coverage of the Tour de France. I've been taping it, and you got to be a little bit careful if you get a day behind, because they go on for about 5 hours, and it adds up. It takes away a lot of the memory on the old My Skies. So we'll have a look at part of that. Lydia Coe's playing in a tournament, and she had a good showing in the first round yesterday, and I think it's only 1 or 2 shots behind the leader. So it's a good start for Lydia Coe, and hopefully she can keep that up. No international rugby this weekend, which possibly might be a good thing, given the display of the All Blacks over the last couple of weeks. And as I mentioned, the Irish are well-deserved winners of that series. The Black Caps are still over in, I think they've done the series in Ireland. They're moving over to the Netherlands, so we might catch those T20 games during the week as well. So lots happening sporting-wise all over the place, and very shortly, in fact, in I think it's a couple of weeks or so, the Commonwealth Games start in Birmingham, which means more late nights. Schools back next week, so there's some good news for parents. But whatever you are doing over the weekend, take care during the week, and we'll catch you next Friday night, 7 o'clock with the Blues Show and 8 o'clock with the 60s Nostalgia Show. You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station that broadcasts all over the wonderful Wairarapa on arrowfm.co.nz. The time now is 3 minutes after 9 o'clock. Time for some commercial-free Kiwi music.